Welcome everyone, I'm Gazwood and today I'm doing part 9 with Asta met Noelle early. Now we all left off on Asta and the flame mage Theresa, who's also the nun that raised Frigolion, and Melioda, yeah, that person. Anyways, Asta and Theresa would be charging at the snow mage Neje, whilst Bavo, the mud mage, would fight Gulch and Noelle would be treating the kids. Now let's start. Neje would create 12 snow golems which would charge at Asta and Theresa. Real last song is Asta would cut straight through them and Theresa would melt them with ease from behind. Stay away! Neje shouted, making more snow golems. Those kids are my friends, so leave us alone! Your friends? Asta shouted, getting closer and closer to Neje, who would now be making a massive amount of snow golems. Like hell they are! Yes they are! They came to me, so they're my friends! You mean you forced them? So what? But I said those you take are your friends. That's how I'm his friend. As a massive stampede of golems would spew from the ground, only for us to destroy them instantly. A friend is somebody who would cry for you, smile for you, laugh for you, and fight for you, as that would be in Neje's face. I'll admit I don't know you or him, but I can tell that he will never do that for you. No, you're lying. He's my friend, right? As he said this, a massive burst of mana would happen, accompanied by bright light and screams of Barrow, who'd be flying through the air and smash into a mana stealing machine, falling to a slouched position on top of the broken glass. As Gulch would stand in front of the mud mage, his mirrors by his side. Barrow! Neje shouted, using his snow to propel himself in front of Gulch. Stay away from him. Good, I can kill you both at once, Gulch said, charging at his mirrors. As Asta would stop Gulch with his fist to his face, sending the sister complex into the ground. What the hell, Gulch? Clearly was manipulated into doing this by the guy behind him. You still hurt Marie, you twop, Gulch responded, standing up. So? You don't care if your sister's mental being... Huh, what was that? Do you really think Marie would ever forgive you if you killed a sad, manipulated man who just wants some friends, and in front of her, no less? As he said this, Asta would point at Noelle's water dome before the kids inside, still under Neje's spell, and Marie, who would be looking at Gulch with tears in her eyes as she managed to break out thanks to Gulch's mirror. Yeah. You win this time, brat, Gulch said. Hey, you need to fix your attitude to others. We're in the same squad, so can you at least be a bit more kinder? Hell no. Oh, come on, why not? That's personal, huh? Meanwhile, Neje and Barrow would be bleeding out. Hey, not bad. Yes, that's the voice I'm giving him. Yes? Pass me that small cylinder. What did they do in the end? Yes! Neje quickly swiped the tool when Asta and Gulch were arguing. Here, he said, passing the tool to Barrow. Hey, I was wondering, since we were going to be arrested, I was wondering, if we're truly your friend? Yes, you are. Though Neje would be cut off by Barrow, stabbing him in the chest near his heart. The friend should give his everything to his master. As he would press a button on the tool, and Neje would grow more pale and skinny to the point he looked like he was dead. What the? Asta and Gulch said, as Barrow had taken Neje's mana, leaving the boy on the brink of death. You really are pathetic, Barrow said as mud would form around his body. Now shall we end this? He said as mud would form a large suit. He said this as mud would form a large suit of mud armor and look a lot like Mars's mech, but would be much smaller and of course made from mud. Sparrow would face Asta and Gulch. He would launch a fist at her too. I'll kill you. The Barrow's mud arm would be carved by Asta, and holes for his body would appear from Gulch. His attacks instantly defeating the Mudman, as Asta would rush to Neje's side and pick him up and take him to Noelle and the other kids in Theresa. Why did he do that to himself? Noelle asked. He wanted friends, Asta asked. Asta said, What? He said he was saved by that mud guy, so chances are that he was manipulated and taken advantage of due to his desire to have friends. That's why he helped take the children. Asta, Noelle said. How are you so sure? Gut feeling. As he said this, Gulch would approach the group after checking Marie. What do you want? Theresa said. Nothing. As another magic night would be silent. Hey Asta, do you think you could break these spells on these guys? Noelle called to Asta, hoping to break the spells on the children. Oh sure, as Asta would tap the heads of the children with a sword, freeing them from Neje's spell. As the children would be confused and some would cry, but would calm down when they saw Thursa and the rest. Alright, that should be it, Thursa. Can you take the kiss back to the village whilst we investigate here? Sure. As Thursa said, they should make a carriage made from flames and would put the children in it. Now, what do you say to the magic knights, everyone? Thursa said. Thank you, magic knights, the children would say. You're what? The last will be cut off by an explosion happening where all the devices were. As out of the explosion would be a black portal with the Ironite Sun members coming out of it. Oh, hey, Asta. Fancy seeing you here. As amongst the soldiers would be Sally waving towards Asta. Can't wait to do whatever I want to your body once we're done. Hearing this, both Asta and Noelle would turn red. Asta, who is she? She's one of the mages that kidnapped me. Oh, tell me one time I got in your face, Sally remarked, smirking. What? No, that's not what you think. I couldn't move my limbs. Is that supposed to make it better? As Sally would interrupt. Sorry, but I'm gonna need this guy for a sec, okay? As the portal would open with Bara's body falling limp in front of her. It's a shame I couldn't get Neje, but he'll have to do, she said, taking a large syringe filled with liquid and injecting it into the mud mage's body, turning the body into a large mud monster. Now, muddy bumpkins, get them whilst I look for some work equipment. And she said that Sally would skip to the draining machine. Oh, it's broken, cause I have to make another. Cut over to Muddy Bumpkins attacking the group. Hey, where's Gulch? As it called, whilst blocking an attack from the Muddy Bumpkins. As Gulch and Marie would be nowhere to be seen. That idiot! Doesn't he care about anything else but his sister? I'm afraid so, Thursa said, punching away Mud Bull going towards the children. As Muddy Bumpkins would launch a fist at Asta, who would deflect the fist with a flat side of his blade, sending the beast back. Noelle! Right, Noelle said, shooting water at the Muddy Bumpkin's legs, turning it to liquid and allowing Asta to cut it up, and allowing Asta to charge straight through the monster and cut it in half. Though mud would fill in and regenerate the space that Asta had made, though the beast would be significantly smaller. So that's how you worked, Asta said. Noelle, it uses its body mass to heal. Just keep attacking and you'll eventually get too small to do anything. Right. As a pair with the occasional spell from Thursa would keep attacking the monster till eventually it'll be the size of a boot. Yeah. Back to Sally. Oh man, it's not here, she said, turning around. What's in some kind? I'm not gonna fight you guys, she said with a smile at the group. What do you mean? Noelle said. Simple. I'm not gonna kill you. You will. As Sally said this, the children would suddenly fall into a portal. You bastards, how? The Thursa would be suddenly stopped by a yellow sword stabbing straight through her torso. Thursa! As Noelle screamed, as another portal would open behind Sally. As Rajos would step out, and the two would get on one knee, as Rajos would open up another portal. Ah, well, surprised to meet you here, anti-magic boy. As they could step out of the portal. You, what do you do to Thursa and the children? After Asta had said this, Licht would smile. Are you that delusional? She died, like the bug she was. As for the children, they have no use to us, so we simply sent them to the village. After all, if I let them see what I'm going to do to you then I'm afraid there will be a few less innocent souls to ruin later. She can't be dead, Noelle said in shock of freezing up. As expected of a royal, can't face reality, Lick said, appearing behind Noelle and swinging down the light blade. But before his blade could cut her in half, Asta would block the blow, now in his partial black form. What a demonic, ugly form, Lick said. I'm afraid we can't have such a hideous look when you join us, can we? As Lick said this, he put more pressure on Asta, toying with him. Sorry, but he's mine, said a voice whilst a white portal would open up next to Lick's head as a melee katana would thrust through. Though Licht would jump away to dodge the blade. As the portal would expand, as Asta would carry Noelle, who would still be frozen up, behind the portal, which would grow till Yami would walk out. Captain Yami, Asta said. Yo, Yami said, putting a hand up. Hey Asta, Fenrir said, sneaking around Yami to the pair. What? What's the situation? So the hostages have been captured in one of the enemy spells. Gojo left with his little sister. And we lost a soldier, Asta reported, biting his lip. I see. Asta, Fenrir and Noelle, you guys still have the majors. Though Yami will be cut off by Licht attacking with a light sword, but Yami will block the attack and engage in combat with the light mage. Yeah. Come on, you heard him, Asta said, running towards Sally and Valdros and all the other mages, while Fenrir would hide behind a rock. However, Noelle would still be on her knees, looking down, shaking. Dead? She's dead? She's dead. She's dead, she's dead, she's dead, she's gone. Dead. She's dead, dead. How is she dead? She can't be dead. She's dead. She's dead. Why? Noelle! As I said, who was still being his partial black form, shouting at Noelle whilst blocking an attack from Sally's salamander. Huh? As Asta would slice through the hand of the salamander and hit it with the flat side of his blade, he would jump back in front of Noelle only for the hand to come back together. She's dead, Noelle said. I know. As I said, tightening his grip on his sword. Why? Noelle said, grabbing the back bottom of Asta's shirt. She was a good person, so why? So Asta would bite his lip and squat down to Noelle's level. Listen, what I'm going to say doesn't change my views on you at all. What? As much as it pains me to say it right now, we're on the battlefield, and death will come. And trust me, I'm grieving inside as well, but if you're not gonna fight, then you can't be here. I know you want to fight and protect me, but right now you can't. You're too injured, and as much as I hate saying this, is either help fight and avenge Thursa, or I can get Fenrir to take the portal back to with the kids. Asta, I'll fight. And stand up, he said, putting out a hand. Alright, Noelle said, grabbing Asta's hand and picking herself up. Oh, the drama's over? Don't let us out of fun, Sally said, as one of the sticky salamander's arms would reach out from one of Valdros' portals. But the duo dodged, so Asta would cut the arm off. Noelle! Yeah, she said, launching a water beam at the arm, sending it towards Valdros and Sally. But the main body of the salamander would get in the way, reabsorbing the arm and growing a new one. Cut to Yami, who would be battling Licht. Like magic, sword parade, Licht said, as a multiple light swords would form and float around him. Kill him, as the swords would rush at Yami from all directions. Dark magic. Spiral of darkness. As a massive burst of darkness, similar to wind magic, would spiral around him, destroying the blades. However, as he did, the swords would burst with light, blinding Yami as Licht would appear, form a light blade in his hand, and cut through the light down into Yami. However, Yami would block the blade with his own. How did... Licht said, putting more pressure on Yami. Shows a little technique from home, he replied with a smirk. Dark magic, lightless slash. As Licht would jump back to dodge the attack and rush towards, blade in hand, only for Yami to appear behind him and slash down onto the light mage, only for Licht to parry the attack and counter-attack throwing his blade at Yami, who would dodge but wouldn't have time to prepare a spell before Licht was in his face, launching his hand at Yami where a blade would form. Yeah. As Yami would use dark magic to propel himself back, dodging the attack from Licht's belly as he would be cut. Yes, sorry if I'm not very good at coordination. I'm pretty tired and my tongue is burnt, so it's like kind of hard to talk. What's wrong? Don't tell me a cut will put you down, Licht remarked, charging forward with a smile. Like hell. As Yami rushed in as well. It's been a long time since I let loose. As blade would be covered in darkness, he and Licht would cross blades, pull back and timorously barrage at each other. My swords, Licht thought. I feel the light in them being absorbed by his darkness. As Licht would make a light whip and wrap Yami in it and drag him across the rock walls, though eventually Yami would cut through the whip and land on the ground, and Licht would also calmly place his feet onto the ground. It seems we're evenly matched, Licht said. My light destroys your darkness, but said darkness also destroys light. I admit, you are a fascinating person, Yami superhero. You know me? Who doesn't know the killer captain who leads and only leads a ragtag group of weak nobodies? You say that, but I actually like the comrades I surround myself with. You truly are what they say, being able to detect somebody's emotions. Oh, how do you do it? You know, you act so big, but I don't think you really care about my runs beating yours. As you would see, Asta still in his partial black form, riding Noelle's Sea Dragon's roar, and using the speed to cut straight through Sally's salamander, but one of Vadros' portals would appear in front of him as he would fly through it as Vadros would open the other side, pointing directly towards the rock walls as Asta would be about to break into a wall, but a water block would appear in front of him as Noelle would form a current in the water cube to redirect Asta, who'd be a little slower, towards Sally. Again, sorry if I'm not the best at battle coordination, just go along with it. But Sally's salamander would piece itself back together right before Asta would cut it into four with his two swords, as his demon duel would glow like blue as he would send multiple water slashes. But as Asta would be charging at Sally, a portal would open. Next to him, a beam would come out. "Oh no you don't," Noelle said, as she would send a water attack directly through the portal, as behind a rock, a burst of water and rock would appear with Vadros flying through the air on the verge of being knocked out. "There you are," Noelle said, as Asta would eventually get to Sally and knock her out. Back to Yami and Lix. "I see, that's a shame." "Don't make me laugh. You don't even feel a slight bit of compassion to those." "Well, tools don't need compassion to fulfill his purpose, and will break eventually, but can always be replaced." "Truly are the true scum of the earth." Hearing this, Lix would pop a vein. "For a human to call me scum. Really are pain, Yami Sukahiro." "What do you mean by a human?" Yami said. "That grimoire of yours is 4-leaf. That means you're from the Clover Kingdom." "And what of it?" "Just wondering why somebody would try and destroy their own country." "I guess you deserve to know a bit of a breadcrumb," Lix said. "Long ago there was a peaceful race of people who never got in hateful fights or caused harm to others, and who were blessed by mana to the point some humans worshipped them. Thing is, many humans were jealous and killed the whole race, leaving me as a sole survivor. So now I'm going to collect magic stones that were used to kill my race and use them to kill all humans." "So that's your type," Yami responded. "Wonder if Ichika felt the same." No, not right now," Yami thought. "Anyways, I apologize, because I need to pop over quickly." What? As it would bliss behind Noelle and slash across the back. "Noelle!" As it shouted. "There's no need to shout, as it would be beside Vadros' body. As much as I hate wasting mana, I do need a way of escape." As he said this, his hand would glow and Vadros would be healed. My lord, thank you," Vadros shouted, bowing. "That's only the right thing to do for my trusted soldier," Lix said with a fake smile. Back to Asta and Yami. As Finral would lay his eyes on Noelle's unconscious body in Asta's arms, bleeding from her back, as instantly Finral would open a portal and take Noelle through the portal. "Hey brat," Yami said. "Yes, sir." "You're at your limit, aren't you?" "What?" "You've been in that form for some time. I can tell that you're nearing your limit. I bet if you don't turn off now, your muscles aren't just not going to be able to move for some time." Fine." As he said this, Asta would turn off his partial black form. But he would instantly fall to his knees, breathing heavily. "See, told you," Yami said. "You need to acknowledge your basic limits. That way you can break through them. Anyways, I need you to stand, because I don't know if I could take on the next impale guy." Yes, I can. But how can you tell I was near my limit?" "My something is called Ki." "Ki?" "Think of it like sensing mana, except using every one of your senses or something. It's the best way to put it." Wouldn't that take magic?" "Maybe, maybe not. That's your job to find out. Anyway, start by closing your eyes and concentrate. Oh, and hurry up. They're coming." Both Yami and Licht would dash towards each other and cross blades once again, as portals would open around Asta with multiple white beams firing out of them, as Asta would take out both swords and deflect some and nullify most attacks. However, any miss would go through a portal and come out another faster than before, as a few would hit Asta. "Damn it, calm down. Asta, remember what Captain Yami said. Concentrate." As Asta would close his eyes and take a deep breath, as he would sense small bits of energy around him. There, just need to continue. But as he would sense more and more of the key, he would see more images of Noelle's body, this image repeating in his mind. Thus, he would get more and more frustrated and angry. Wait, no, Noelle's with Finral, so it should be fine. But what if something happened? What if the village was attacked? What if? as Asta would continue to think of the negative outcomes, becoming paranoid about the situation. Though throughout all of this, Asta's body would be standing, taking all of the hits from Vadros. I don't see what Master sees in you. Die. As Vadros said this, the beams would come out of every portal. What if I kill you? Asta said, as he entered a similar state to his fight against Mars, though this time a small wing would be significantly larger, but not as big as his cannon form, but also his mark and face would be larger. Yeah. What the? Vadros said, being cut off by Asta, grabbing him in his face and smashing him into the ground. As Asta would take a deep breath, he would disappear. Back to Licht and Yami. What the? Yami said, sensing Asta. What's wrong? Are you worried for that brat? Licht taunted, though Asta would appear behind him, catching Licht off guard as he can't sense Asta. So Asta would use his blade to hit Licht, sending him down to the ground with the anti-magic leaking from Asta's body in a state causing Licht to not be able to cast and spells to save his fool. What's gotten into you? Yami said. Not good. His anti-magic's flowing through its body in dangerous rates and leaking out massively. If I let him stay in this state, he might actually die. As Yami would appear in front of Asta. Captain, Asta said. You idiot, Yami responded. What are you doing? I'm trying to get yourself killed. What are you? I said, are you trying to kill yourself? Of course not. What are you doing? If you're worried about Noelle, then she's fine, so calm down. I see. That's good. So Asta would fall out of his form and pass out, Yami catching him. This Yami would place Asta into a black cocoon. Oh, admit, I didn't see that coming, said Licht. Standing up on hand, the wounds on his waist where Asta had hit him, as Licht would continue. I'm afraid this spout will have to come to an end. I don't want to die after all. What are you on about? Come, Veto, Fana, Vaya. As he said this, 3 portals would appear behind Licht, as Veto, Fana, and Vaya would appear out. This isn't good, Yami remarked, preparing to face a trio. And this will be leaving this part worth asking Noelle early. Now then, quick you want to mention, literally, like before, in case you're wondering why the audio suddenly changed or something, literally, as I was saying, come Veto, Fana, and Raya, my electricity cut out, and I just never came back to recording this video. The rest of the video before that was all recorded like 2 months ago. I mentioned this in my update video. Don't watch it though, because for some reason, if you don't know, I've had a chest infection for the past like month or so, and like had exams and anything. That's why it's been so many lack of uploads, and why it's been so much art, because I was bored. But yeah, my voice is somewhat back, I think. But yeah, that's why so much art. I've enjoyed. I don't know. I could have used some art for this whole thing. For the background, I think I'm going to do it for part 10 though. Just because. But yeah. Yeah. Bye.